Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this explosive breakdown of one of the most talked about moments in daytime television history. Today, we're diving deep into the shocking incident where Hollywood heartthrob Michael B. Jordan stormed off the set of The View after a heated clash with co-host Sunny Hostin. It all unfolded on a seemingly ordinary episode, but what started as a promotional chat for his latest blockbuster quickly escalated into a fiery confrontation that left viewers stunned and social media ablaze. Michael, known for his charismatic presence in films like Creed and Black Panther, arrived with his signature smile, ready to discuss his new role in an upcoming action thriller. The View's panel, including Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and of course, Sunny Hostin, greeted him warmly at first, with the audience applauding as he took his seat. Sunny, ever the sharp legal mind and outspoken commentator, began by praising Michael's versatility as an actor, noting how he's transitioned seamlessly from sports dramas to superhero epics. But as the conversation progressed, things took an unexpected turn when Sunny delved into what she perceived as deeper societal issues reflected in his characters. Michael nodded politely, sharing anecdotes from the set, but tension simmered beneath the surface. The studio lights seemed brighter, the applause faded, and suddenly, the air was thick with unspoken words. This wasn't just a celebrity interview, it was a collision of perspectives that exposed raw emotions on live TV. As we unpack this moment, we'll explore the build-up, the clash, and the aftermath that has everyone from fans to critics buzzing. Michael's career has been a meteoric rise, from his breakout role in The Wire to becoming a box office goldmine, but this incident reminds us that even stars have their limits. Sunny Hostin, with her background as a prosecutor and her unfiltered takes on race, politics, and culture, has never shied away from challenging her guests, but this time, it hit a nerve. The exchange began innocently enough, with Sunny asking about the representation of black excellence in Hollywood, a topic Michael has championed through his production company. He spoke passionately about breaking stereotypes and creating opportunities for underrepresented voices, drawing from his own experiences growing up in Newark, New Jersey, where dreams often clashed with reality. The other host chimed in with supportive comments, but Sunny pressed further, questioning whether Michael's choices and roles sometimes perpetuated certain tropes rather than dismantling them entirely. It was a valid point, one that sparked a debate in film circles, but Michael's response was measured yet firm as he defended his artistic decisions as intentional steps toward progress, not perfection. The audience murmured in agreement, but Sunny wasn't backing down, leaning forward with that intense gaze she's famous for, saying, "But Michael, isn't there a responsibility to go further, to not just participate but to lead the charge?" That's when the temperature rose, and what followed was a verbal sparring match that no one saw coming. To understand the depth of this clash, we have to rewind to Michael's previous appearances on The View, where he's always been a favorite, charming the panel with his humility and humor. In past episodes, he's shared laughs over his fitness routines and even surprised Sunny with flowers after one visit, showing the camaraderie that existed. But this time, with the stakes higher amid ongoing conversations about diversity in entertainment, the dynamic shifted. Michael's latest film, a gritty drama tackling themes of identity and resilience, was meant to be the focus, yet Sunny steered it toward a critique of the industry's slow pace on inclusivity. Michael, perhaps fatigued from the grueling press tour, responded with a hint of frustration. "I appreciate the question, Sunny, but I think my work speaks for itself. I'm doing what I can in a system that's not always cooperative." The studio fell silent for a beat, the kind of pause that screams volumes on live television. Joy Behar tried to lighten the mood with a quip about Hollywood's red carpets, but the damage was done. The spark had ignited. As the discussion continued, Sunny doubled down, citing specific scenes from his films as examples of missed opportunities for deeper social commentary. Michael, maintaining his composure, countered by highlighting the collaborative nature of filmmaking and how every project is a learning curve. Yet, the back and forth grew sharper, with Sunny accusing him of being too safe in his selections, while he retorted that safety isn't always the goal but sustainability is key for long-term change. The audience shifted uncomfortably, some nodding along to Sunny's points, others cheering Michael's defenses. Whoopi intervened briefly, steering back to the movie's plot, but the undercurrent of tension persisted, building like a storm on the horizon. This wasn't mere banter, it was a clash of ideals, where personal passion met professional scrutiny, and neither side yielded ground easily. In the world of talk shows, such moments are rare but memorable, etching themselves into pop culture lore. Michael's body language changed subtly, his smiles tighter, his gestures more emphatic as he articulated his vision for future projects that push boundaries even more. Sunny, undeterred, referenced her own experiences as a black woman in media, drawing parallels to the struggles her guests face. It was a powerful exchange, raw and real, but one that teetered on the edge of confrontation. As the segment neared its end, the explosion finally came, but to get there, we must appreciate the layers of this interaction, from light-hearted promo to profound debate. This incident highlights the evolving role of daytime TV as a platform for accountability, where celebrities aren't just entertainers but influencers whose choices ripple through society. Michael's journey from child actor to A-lister has been marked by resilience, much like the characters he portrays, and this clash only underscores his commitment to authenticity. Sunny's probing questions, while intense, stem from a place of genuine advocacy, making their discord all the more compelling. As we continue this script, prepare for the heart-pounding details of the storm-off itself, but first, let's linger on the prelude that set the stage for drama. The View has long been a battleground for hot topics, and with Michael as the guest, expectations were high for inspiration, not ignition. Yet, here we are, dissecting a moment that redefined their relationship and sparked endless discussions online. Fans flooded Twitter and now Zen with reactions, some defending Michael's right to his narrative, others praising Sunny's boldness. This is just the beginning. The full story unfolds in layers, revealing the human side of fame and the cost of candid conversation. Building on the simmering tension from the opening minutes, the conversation on The View delved deeper into controversial territory, where Sunny Hostin's incisive questions began to grate against Michael B. Jordan's carefully crafted responses. As the panel discussed the nuances of his character's arc in the new film A Story of Redemption amid systemic injustice, Sunny interjected with a pointed remark about whether Hollywood's portrayal of such narratives truly challenges the status quo or merely pays lip service to it. Michael, leaning back in his chair, explained how the script was developed with input from real-life activists to ensure authenticity, emphasizing that art imitates life but must also inspire change. The audience applauded, but Sunny, with her trademark directness, challenged, "Authenticity is great, Michael, but when does it become action? Your films are hits, but are they shifting the conversations off-screen?" This struck a chord, as Michael paused, his expression shifting from engaging to defensive, replying, "I'm not just making movies, I'm using my platform to open doors for others. It's a marathon, not a sprint." The other co-hosts, sensing the shift, attempted to pivot to lighter topics like Michael's workout regimen, which has become legendary, but Sunny persisted, bringing up past criticisms of diversity in superhero franchises where Michael starred. He acknowledged the industry's flaws, sharing a personal story of auditioning for roles that were whitewashed before his breakthrough, but he also highlighted his successes in diversifying casts. The exchange grew heated as Sunny referenced a recent article critiquing tokenism in blockbusters, implying Michael's projects sometimes fell into that trap. Michael, his voice rising slightly, countered passionately, "Tokenism? I've fought for every role." Every producer credited dismissing that as tokenism undermines the work. The studio audience gasped softly, the energy palpable as Whoopi Goldberg raised her hand to mediate, saying, "Let's keep it civil, folks, this is good dialogue." Yet, the clash intensified when Sunny pressed on the economic aspects, questioning if Michael's high-profile status prioritizes profit over progress. He fired back, "Profit funds the next project that does push boundaries, it's all connected." This back and forth revealed the complexities of celebrity activism, where good intentions meet the harsh realities of the business. Michael's frustration mounted visibly, his hands gesturing more animatedly, while Sunny maintained her composed yet unrelenting stance, drawing from her legal background to frame her arguments logically. The segment's time constraints added pressure, with commercial breaks looming, but neither backed down, turning what should have been a celebratory promo into a debate on representation. Fans later noted how this mirrored real-world tensions in Hollywood, where stars like Michael navigate praise and scrutiny daily. As the discussion circled back to the film's themes of resilience, Sunny made a comment about safe choices in storytelling, which Michael interpreted as a personal jab, responding, "Safe? Try exhausting pouring your soul into something only to have it questioned like this." The audience murmured, divided between empathy for Michael's vulnerability and support for Sunny's call for more. Joy Behar jumped in with humor, joking about the intensity rivaling a Creed fight scene, eliciting laughs that briefly diffused the air, but the undercurrent remained, building toward the inevitable breaking point. This phase of the interview showcased Michael's eloquence under fire, his responses laced with insights from years in the industry, from collaborating with directors like Ryan Coogler to producing content that amplifies black voices. Sunny's persistence, rooted in her advocacy for equity, added depth, making the clash not just personal but emblematic of broader cultural conversations. As we analyze this, it's clear the seeds of discord were sown early, watered by differing views on responsibility and reform. The View's format, with its hot seat style, amplifies such moments, turning guests into unwitting participants in societal debates. Michael's composure, honed from countless red carpets and interviews, began to crack, foreshadowing the storm ahead. Social media erupted even during the live broadcast, with hashtags like #MichaelVS.Sunny trending, as viewers live tweeted their takes. This wasn't scripted drama, it was organic, revealing the passion both bring to their crafts. To fully grasp the impact, consider Michael's trajectory, from a teen actor facing typecasting to a director challenging norms. His story is one of perseverance. Sunny, as a co-host, has built her brand on fearless commentary, from politics to pop culture, often sparking viral moments. Their intersection here was electric, charged with mutual respect laced with challenge. As the minutes ticked by, the panel tried to refocus on the movie's trailer, playing a clip that highlighted intense action sequences. But post-clip questions reignited the fire. Michael shared how physical preparation mirrors emotional depth in his roles, but Sunny circled back to societal implications, asking if he considers the audience's diverse backgrounds in crafting narratives. His answer, affirming yes but emphasizing universal appeal, didn't satisfy her, leading to another round of probing. The tension peaked subtly, with Michael's smiles fading into serious stares, signaling the emotional toll. This build-up is crucial, as it humanizes both parties, and Michael as the artist defending his vision, Sunny as the critic demanding evolution. In the annals of talk show history, such exchanges stand out, reminiscent of past clashes but uniquely tied to current discourses on race and media. As we move forward in this script, the climax approaches, where words turn to action, and the set becomes a stage for unfiltered truth. The intensity on The View reached a boiling point as Sunny Hostin's questions evolved from thoughtful inquiry into what Michael B. Jordan perceived as aggressive interrogation, pushing the conversation into uncharted, uncomfortable waters. Midway through the segment, after a brief applause for Michael's insights on mentorship in Hollywood, Sunny shifted gears, bringing up a controversial aspect of his latest film's production: rumors of on-set disputes over creative control that echoed larger industry power dynamics. Michael, caught off guard, explained it as typical collaborative friction that strengthened the final product, but Sunny wasn't convinced, stating, "Friction or favoritism? As a black lead, don't you have a duty to call out imbalances when they arise?" This direct challenge hit hard, with Michael responding, "I've called out plenty behind the scene as a publicly. It can derail projects that employ hundreds, including diverse crews." The audience leaned in, the silence heavy as the other hosts exchanged glances, unsure how to navigate the escalating rhetoric. Sunny, drawing from her prosecutorial past, pressed with examples from other films, suggesting Michael's silence sometimes perpetuates the very systems he critiques in interviews. Michael's rebuttal was swift and spirited. "Silence? Try strategy. I'm building alliances, not burning bridges." The exchange crackled with energy, voices overlapping slightly in the heat of the moment, drawing comparisons to courtroom dramas rather than casual chat. Whoopi attempted to interject with a question about the film's soundtrack, but Sunny circled back, accusing the industry and by extension, its stars of complicity and slow change. Michael, his patience waning, raised his voice just a notch, saying, "Complicity implies intent. I'm intent on progress, but it's not a solo mission." The studio lights felt hotter, the crowd's reactions mixed, some cheers for solidarity, others uneasy whispers. This marked the turning point, where the promotional facade crumbled, revealing a raw debate on accountability that transcended the guest's project. Michael's body language screamed discomfort, crossed arms, averted gaze, a far cry from his usual engaging demeanor. Sunny, however, remained steadfast, her points sharp as she referenced statistics on black directors' underrepresentation, tying it to Michael's directorial debut. He acknowledged the stats but defended his path as part of a collective effort, noting partnerships with emerging talents. The clash deepened when Sunny questioned if fame shields him from criticism, to which Michael retorted, "Fame amplifies Ida. Every move is scrutinized, and I'm here for it, but not for mischaracterizations." Laughter from Joy broke the ice momentarily, but the undercurrent surged. Viewers at home sensed the shift, with live comments flooding apps, debating who was right. This moment encapsulated the double-edged sword of celebrity, adoration mixed with expectation. Michael's career milestone as a from Fruitvale Station's poignant performance to Creed's box office triumphs have positioned him as a role model, making such scrutiny inevitable. Sunny's role on The View is to provoke thought, often at the risk of ruffling feathers, as seen in her past takedowns of political figures. Their dynamic here was a perfect storm, respect clashing with rigor. As the segment progressed, attempts to lighten up with fan questions failed, as Sunny steered back to ethics in entertainment. Michael, growing visibly agitated, shared a vulnerable anecdote about early career rejections due to bias, but Sunny countered that success doesn't erase ongoing issues. "It does for some," he shot back, "but I haven't forgotten it. It's why I produce." The audience applauded, but the divide widened. This escalation highlighted the personal stakes, for Michael, defending legacy for Sunny, upholding journalistic integrity. In talk show lore, such peaks create iconic clips, replayed endlessly. Social buzz intensified, with clips going viral mid-episode. The build-up to the storm-off was masterful in its tension, each word layering the drama. As we dissect, note how this reflects broader tensions in media, where guests expect praise but get probes. Michael's resilience shone, but cracks appeared, foreshadowing exit. Sunny's unyielding style, praised by some as bold, irked others as overreach. The interplay of their backgrounds and Michael's artistic grind, Sunny's legal advocacy fueled the fire. Commercial teases promised more, but the real show was unfolding live. This phase cements the incident's place in TV history, a testament to unscripted passion,